Damn! This wound is still bleeding. I better bandage it up quick before I bleed out. Aye, true bliss is a full belly.
There's a water trough in...
Hans, can you hear me, friend? Christ. In the end, you bore the brunt for both of us. May all the saints watch over you. And over Bojana, too.
You're going to need all the saints.
I feel like a new man. This'll be the weapon used by the bastard who cut up Sir Hans. Well, seems Bojana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here. May the earth rest lightly on you, you bastard. I hope you find peace. And don't come out to haunt anyone. did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
Easy as pie. Ma used to put sage in sauces and served it with meat. I'll check the kitchen.
Christ wounds! Try thinking with your head and not just we need freshly picked sage. Sage has a purple blossom and chamomile has white petals with a yellow centre. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. Seeing him lying there gives me...
I just had the same thought. So I found a spade and buried him down by the stream.
Oh, thank you, laddie. That's a great relief. When Ignatius the Gravedigger comes by next time, I'll get him to take care of the rest.
Damn, my shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain. Purple flower, sage, there we go. That's it, chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need, so back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better. What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
Who've been pillaging around the domain. They slaughtered... Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
You're from Lord von Bergov? You don't look like it.
Kulva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Bergov, then we're from fucking von Bergov. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to cold steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
I'm Pavel, and I'm here to help Bojena. I don't know anything about any attack, but I met some of von Bergov's men in the woods too. They had his shields and waffenrocks. They were looking for some cutthroats. I gave them directions here, so you can join them once they get here.
Fuck.
What's the matter?
Nothing, fuck it. Just tell them we'll wait for them in the tavern and jelly off, alright?
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord Bombergov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. I was sure they'd see through you. You thought up quite a story. It was a story, right?
Oh, I didn't meet anyone up top, but they swallowed it all right. What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for...
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try. Well, I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, it'll all come back to you. I have a book here with the recipe. But it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it. First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start. All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe. So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling! To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron. Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron. Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Here it is.
Ooh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rot in hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
The stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
I... Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night.
Oh, Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing. And that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows. And it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
The sword. It might sound strange, but I feel his soul when...
It doesn't sound strange at all. And swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power after all. A sword has two edges.
Thanks, Pavlena. I never thought of looking...
You're welcome. But remember...
Yes, I expect you're... but this is all too much heavy thinking at once.
Aye, that's the best remedy. Breakfast is on the table, and we must save Ma from the...
A bit longer without food, and I'll really start to be grumpy.
It's empty.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
All the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the... I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first two times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
You haven't come across them? They're savages from the Hungarian lands. The core of Sigismund's army. Who knows what heathen gods they pray to? They hold nothing sacred. They pillage, rape, and murder. They razed my hometown of Skalitz to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and...
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck,
Why the modesty? You got them.
Fortuna Juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of must.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from...
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Townberg. What was that about?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the
And we almost succeeded. Only
My upper thigh, actually.
backside it was. But that's no joke either.
I admit it. You...
As far as I can tell, it really was his back, but I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other...
Yeah, true. I'll never forget you.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Light...
Do tell.
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have... We came here on an important mission, and we cannot... We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can.
Not far. Once you climb the hill above...
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you.
Bajana, I don't...
But I do. Once we've settled our business...
Now you've got me curious.
For a start, you can leave me that axe.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done.
I have something. Ma had trouble because of you, but I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of... It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage...
Thanks, Pavlana.
No doubt.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for... God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your...
God be with you.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking...
I tell you, I saw him there.
Of course, Henry, but that's nonsense. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's... It was dark. God knows what you...
I saw him, the bastard.
Yes. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to... Come on.
hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am?
No, we fucking don't. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai.
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, envoy.
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Get your shitty hands off me! No, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You tried to...
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the cap.
Oh, really? I'd rather hear some cunning plan.
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Then they might believe we're actually...
That's all very well, except we can't even...
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need...
And how long will it take for you to earn a... Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be...
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We'd be a laughing...
A laughing stock?
Yes. And how come they got away with... We've got no message, no coin.
Chin up.
Nothing. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Instead of sitting here with us, have...
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible, even though it didn't...
We'll keep the promise we made at Pajanas. Best way to honour their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll have...
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food! About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it?
What's that woman from the pond?
Or the one you gave us away for?
I bear that witch.
Wench! What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you?
Don't worry. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job.
Oh, that's another matter then. Oh!
Oof. It stinks like...
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster. If you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go stinking up. I heard some talk about your head.
That's the most important thing. Enjoy your
Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead. Jesus Christ. Lord Fonberg is beside himself. He won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
like you wanted to tell. Then lean forward with your arms stretched out.
Wait a minute, I'll be right back.
Oh, it's hurt, don't it? A bit. At least at first. But then you get all limber and feel great. I'll give it a try. Not right now. I could get in through my uncle. He works in Simeon's stable.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans...
You know I'm not one for wine.
I'm no latrine cleaner.
Oh, sorry. It's just that you smell like one. And where am I supposed to know?
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
We saved you. Me and my lord there. You and some other women were attacked by bandits. You must remember that.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. A couple of the bandits grabbed you, but...
Shut up! For God's sake! I wasn't at the pond. And don't mention it again.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Oh, shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
One of them nomads is an acrobat that is all kinds of tricks. An acrobat, eh?
Why are you standing there like a pillar of salt?
What for?
To get to work. You pair order so you'll work.
All right.
Over there by the gate, there's a cart. My old man was the second door in there leads to the pantry. You have to lay each sack on the planks so they don't touch the damp. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. 2 men can finish the work in a...
All right. For sure, it's less daunting work than...
Aye. It's terrible. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me. Is that clear?
All right.
Glad to hear it. Where are you actually from?
Scallis.
No, I ain't been further than... But I know this place inside.
I heard some talk...
Aye, nobody's talking about nothing. Young Lord Semine is marrying Agnes, the daughter of When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's...
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are?
Who is this?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Old Jan Semine is the head of the family, and his son, they used to be a rich family. They're glorious.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Semine, of course. I expect...
Could I get to the...
I don't know about that. What's that?
Oh.
If you want to find out more, there's a young Svartia there.
I'll go and discuss...
And careful. What can I get for you?
And Betty most of all.
We can come up with a plan to take her away.
Where is the bloody innkeeper?
You know.
The innkeeper told me we should move the sacks.
So what are you waiting for? I'm bored to death already. I'll move each sack so you can get a better grip on it. But don't expect no more from me.
She stamps and bites when she's upset.
I talked to that woman.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased.
The main thing is...
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget her...
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it. I did get something out of her, though.
What?
Von Berghoff is about Sacra.
If he pledges to...
Calm down. Let me finish. Young Lord Semine from the local... He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near...
Because it looks like...
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. And that shouldn't be a problem, because you...
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. If we both do it...
Lug sacks?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm an...
All right.
I'm glad you know...
Although...
Henry... Haven't you ever heard...
Would that be some aristocrat?
Not so fast. It's God's oratoris, the priest's laboratoris, the plebs and bellatoris. The warriors. Now, which... So if you find me a sword, I can get to work.
I understand.
Thank you, Henry. And don't worry,
I'm on it.
Thanks again for accepting...
How? By giving me a...
That too, of course. But above all, once we're... As soon as we have at least some gear, although, if you think about the 3 states of man...
That would be kind of you.
I knew you'd be pleased.
There's something off about that new game. Would you help? What? Hero. My friend. With a cup of...
Oof!
Lovely you
That isn't half heavy.
Great
Oh.
What good's a boat to you?
Great. Get them out of here.
What a waste of money.
Did you hear that the king himself announced that everyone should have a good bow on hand?
I was wondering if you'd lend me your bullet when it's time to sow winter grain.
Don't they?
You didn't hear it from the trader who sold you the bow, by any chance?
Aye. It was him who told me. Why the long face? Oh.
I've just got this nasty premonition.
What premonition?
I heard you're in need of money, friend.
Aye, true enough. I need to pay the tithe and give something to the church for my father's resting.
I don't collect fines before then.
You're right, but I promised myself I wouldn't leave it till the last moment this year. So, have you got any ideas?
Right, listen to this. Ei incumbit probatio, qui dicit non
God
qui
bless.
negat.
Is that supposed to be Latin?
Clever you. Do you know what it means?
No. And I doubt you do either.
The burden of proof is on the one who declares, not on the one who denies. So you see, I speak Latin.
Remembering some words you heard in church. So what? That doesn't mean...
Aye. Lots of people.
What did you say?
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? Or what the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Innkeeper?
Stop insulting our dead companions.
What dead companions? You think I'm gonna fall for that?
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies...
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a...
Believe what you like. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults.
You want to come to the wedding, do you? I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll see the glorious occasion at the...
I am Sir Hans Capon.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You...
No apology, then.
Oh.
There's no point in this. Let's leave.
I'd do what your pal says if I were you.
I'd give you a chance to apologize. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with...
Oh, I'd like to see that.
You scum!
You whoreson!
Just mercy! Fight. I surrender!
I'm wounded! Take that!
You can't take me!
We'll see about it. Take that! You are! I hope it doesn't hurt anyone else. Nice it! Good! I'll smash you up!
Oh, God! Ich wurde...
Fucker!
Nice strike!
Ah, dumb
These days... Now you'll die! Really safe.
The money! Yes, right. You're dead, bastard!
You're dead, you bastard! Dead! You want to try me? Bad luck!
Now you'll have scum.
Take that fucker out, damn it!
You're no match for us, fucker.
Bad luck!
Ready to die?
You won't get me, Rob. What's the matter? Shit yourself?
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Bastards! This will cost you dearly.
Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
What?
You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak?
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Fuck off.
Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm sorry, sir, but it's your fault what happened in the tavern.
What? My fault? You can't be serious. Whose fault is it that we're in this fucking pillory?
What? Who started quarrelling with the locals? In their tavern? We should have made ourselves scarce. None of that would have happened.
Oh, aye. Typical you, right? If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play it.
I don't believe it.
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has...
Oh, and our little prince knows all about it, doesn't he? You only left your uncle's a week ago. All you've known up to now is a tavern on Rat-Eye Green.
Now you've gone... I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
That's enough! Don't you fucking realise how badly you've been wronging me all this time? I bend over backward for you. I tolerate all your stupid fucking whims, and but right from the start you acted like you were on some nobleman's outing. All you cared about was you know full well the ambush was your fault, and now you're kicking out so you don't have to admit it.
What do you...
But let me finish. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth like you. But unlike you, that's because I'm responsible and know how to behave in a way that doesn't make me in a way that would make my parents proud of me.
Which parents do you...
Radzig, let's say. Nobody could be proud of you, Capon. Nobody.
We'll see who's proud of who.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that...
Otto!
Hey! Bogo!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Alright. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. Alright, off you go.
Suppose I really do need
over
to find
here.
some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up lord of
You're in the
Permstein.
right place. Over here.
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be...
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all...
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well. Not many people can make such a strong...
Hmm?
Now things...
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that, unless somebody tries to kill me.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day, like Tomcat always says.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him...
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon...
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and...
Well, sure.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know.
How does he show off?
With his muscles. He ricks but to be fair to him, Stanislav's sheep fell into a...
And Tomcat pulled it out.
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it.
Where might I run?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by rock...
Should I watch out?
No, I don't think so. They try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue.
I'm practically naked.
At least you're not walking around bare arse.
Ah, very funny.
And what do you have in mind?
I could use some armour.
And...
Well, yeah. I don't look so good.
Wow.
That's a long story.
Well, you can hardly buy new armour now.
Thanks. These'll...
Just don't get yourself caught again.
I really need...
I
have no money.
The hell you will. Here you go. I'll skip...
Wow.
Yeah, don't start crying.
Damn. I could use a horse. It'll take years to get to Semin on foot.
Don't exaggerate.
Still, it'll be fast.
There's a stud farm in Semin.
And which way is Semin?
Southwest from here. Not too... Once you see the walled farmhouse, you're there. Though, I'll be a queen before you can afford a horse.
Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But you have to pay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I can't...
If you find some work...
My main concern is getting to that wedding.
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else.
How much time do you think I have?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished and black's... So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to... Hey, you.
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good.
I ain't.
You're something like...
Nah. I usually find...
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect her, but I'd like to go somewhere else. But on the whole, you could...
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't...
Where are you headed?
For work. They all promise the moon, but with the city folk, it's bound to be better.
You said you were going to a city.
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there.
Aha.
Well, she doesn't know, but I won't be troubling her long.
Why exactly are you...
Why? I've been in the ship plenty of times.
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something.
I'm not afraid of...
Don't get your hopes up. The city can...
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And I appreciate your concern.
Oh well. It was nice to meet...
Don't worry, you'll manage.